You know, our planet's oceans are just this incredible world of crushing pressures, total darkness, and secrets that we've really only just started to scratch the surface of. So today, we're going to dive deep into 5 of the most profound and, honestly, pretty unsettling mysteries that have ever come out of the ocean.
First, let's just get some perspective with this one single number, 95%. That's how much of our own planet's ocean is still completely unexplored, totally unmapped, and unseen by any human being. It's crazy when you think about it. We genuinely know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of our own seas.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, if the tiny little 5% we have managed to chart holds the kind of bizarre and inexplicable things we're about to get into, what in the world is lurking down in the rest of it?
So, let's kick off our countdown of 5 of the most baffling oceanic discoveries. And we're starting with a find that looks like it was pulled right out of a sci-fi blockbuster. Coming in at number 5, we're heading over to the cold, murky floor of the Baltic Sea for a discovery that's as recent as it is weird, the Baltic Sea Anomaly. All right, so picture this. It's 2011, and the Ocean X diving team is scanning the seabed with sonar. All of a sudden, they find this massive, 60-meter-wide circular object just sitting there. The sonar image was so striking, so perfect, that the divers themselves said it looked just like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. But its shape? That's just the beginning of this mystery.
Now here's where this story takes a really strange turn. The divers reported, and you can see it right here in their own words, that as soon as they got within 200 meters of this thing, all of their electrical equipment just stopped. We're talking cameras, satellite phones, you name it, everything went dead. The gear only started working again once they moved the boat away. So is it some kind of bizarre natural rock with weird magnetic properties, or something else? To this day, nobody knows for sure.
Okay, so from a potential spaceship to a potential ancient city. For number 4, let's travel to the waters right off the coast of Japan for a mystery that could literally rewrite ancient history, the Yonaguni Monument. And this is really the heart of the debate. On one hand, geologists argue that, hey, it's just a fascinating but totally natural sandstone formation, all shaped by tectonic activity over millennia. But on the other hand, people point to what look like enormous terraced steps, perfectly flat walls, and these sharp 90-degree angles that just do not look natural. Could this actually be the ruins of a prehistoric city that was swallowed by the waves? A sort of Japanese Atlantis? The argument is still going strong.
So we've looked at mysterious objects and possible ruins, but the ocean's puzzles aren't all just sitting there waiting to be found. Some places out there are actively dangerous, for reasons we just can't seem to figure out.
Our third mystery brings us to this notorious patch of the Pacific Ocean, just south of Tokyo. It's known as the Devil's Sea, or maybe more famously, the Dragon's Triangle.
Yeah, kind of like its famous cousin in the Atlantic, the Bermuda Triangle, this place is infamous. We're talking about countless unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. It's a place where compasses just spin like crazy because of these extreme magnetic anomalies. And for centuries, sailors have reported seeing these strange, glowing lights moving fast right under the waves.
And the danger here is very, very real. Get this, in 1952, the Japanese government actually sent a research vessel, the Kaiyomaru No. 5, specifically to go investigate the triangle and figure out what was going on. The ship, along with its entire crew of 31 scientists and sailors, just vanished. No wreckage, no debris, not a single final radio call. Nothing was ever found.
All right, for our number 2 spot, we've got a truly terrifying event that was actually tracked by scientists. It's a mystery that suggests something absolutely monstrous is down there, patrolling the depths. This is the Alpha Predator mystery.
Okay, this story here is just chilling, and it's all told through the data from a tracking tag. So back in 2003, researchers tagged this perfectly healthy, 9-foot-long great white shark. For months, everything's totally normal. Then, out of nowhere, the tag records the shark taking this sudden, high-speed dive, almost 2,000 feet straight down into the abyss. Just seconds later, the temperature sensor on that same tag shoots way up dramatically. And then, eventually, the tag just washes ashore. It's data telling this incredible final story.
So what could possibly cause that sudden spike in temperature? The only explanation that fits the data is that the tag, and the 9-foot great white shark attached to it, was suddenly inside the digestive system of another, much, much larger animal.
Something out there hunted, killed, and swallowed a great white shark whole. And we have absolutely no idea what it could have been.
And that brings us to it, our #1 ocean mystery. This one isn't something we saw, but something we heard. A single, completely inexplicable sound coming from the deepest, most remote corner of our world.
It's known simply as the Bloop. Way back in the summer of 1997, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, was using these super-sensitive underwater microphones. They were actually trying to listen for secret Soviet submarines. But they recorded something else entirely. Now, to really understand the scale of this thing, let's put it in perspective. The call of a blue whale, which is the largest and loudest animal on Earth, can be picked up by these hydrophones from about 500 miles away. That's pretty impressive. The Bloop, though, was so incredibly powerful that it was detected by microphones that were separated by over 3,000 miles. It was exponentially louder than the biggest animal we know of.
And here it is, the final, absolutely mind-bending part from the official analysis. The audio profile of the sound, the way the frequency rose and fell, it was a perfect match for the signature of a marine animal. The only problem? Well, as NOAA themselves said, for any known kind of animal to make a sound that loud, that powerful, it would have to be, and I'm quoting here, vastly larger than a blue whale.
So from strange objects that shut down electronics, to possible sunken cities, to apex predators getting hunted themselves, it's clear the ocean guards its secrets incredibly well. All of these mysteries are just a huge reminder of how little we actually know about our own planet.
And that really just leaves you with one final thought, doesn't it? All of these things, the anomaly, the bloop, the alpha predator, they were all discovered pretty much by accident. It just makes you wonder, if this is the stuff we found just by barely dipping our toes in the water, what else is still down there, just waiting in that crushing, silent dark?